Hello friends, it's Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How you doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is my Thrifty Tuesday video for this week. So thank you for joining me. I'm super excited to share with you finally that I have acquired some goodies for my junk journals and crafting and things. So I wanted to share, and these stores are opening up around here. So Goodwill's open now. Salvation Army opened a couple weeks ago, and my little favorite local mom and pop thrift store opened this past weekend. So I was super happy to be able to go in and see what was new. This pile here I got at let's see, all of these things here I got at Goodwill's, two Goodwills, I think. Yeah, these books I got at Salvation Army, the little golden books. But let me just show you. Yeah, these books. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Salvation Army, Goodwill, whatever. But this, I can make these into journals if I want to. This is a little, set of kind of like Beatrix Potter books. It says right here, and it's Peter Rabbit and all that. But I also recently got that little shelf that I showed that I put on my wall that I did the crackle paint on, and I have the little mini golden books on it. Well, I can add this to that shelf. I had room on there, and I saw this. It was so cute, and I love Peter Rabbit and Beatrix Potter. If you watch my videos, whenever I find anything, I always get it because, it's Beatrix Potter. What can I do? So I'm either going to get it and make a journal out of it, or like I said, this could go on my shelf. But there's 4 little books in here. It's a little, holder here. And, there's Peter Rabbit, Benjamin Bunny. This is another Peter Rabbit. And Peter Rabbit's so cool. So cute. They're all in like brand new shape. Let's see, I didn't really look for a copyright yet. I wonder if there's one on here. Let's look real quick here. That would be cool if they were vintage, right? Oh, I don't. Sometimes there's a date on the back of these. Let's see. Yes. Wow, 1983. No? 1995 is the most recent date. 1995. So they are vintage. Cool. I couldn't tell because they don't look hardly, there's not really any wear on these. I thought maybe they could be new, but that's cool. They're even vintage. So that's awesome. This I picked up because I thought they were so cute. They're only 99 cents. And this is a little set of cookie cutters. Let me show you. Aren't they adorable? They're little leaves in the shape of leaves. But I thought, wouldn't these be cute to use as like charms on my cookbook journals, with those like hanging on the outside? I thought that would be so cute, so that's why I got those. So I have plans. Oh, these are paint chips. I don't pick them up like every, but once every like 6 months, because I don't even use them that much. But I was thinking, I really should use these more. I have a few. And so I picked up some colors that I thought I would use at Walmart. And I like these because they have 2 different colors here, all of these. I think all of these. Here's some with 3 colors. But, 3 different shades of the colors. So, and I picked up colors that I thought I could use. So I thought, well, wouldn't it be, maybe I'll just do a video sometime of decorating paint chips. I think that would be fun, because I'd really like to do that. So that's what I got those for. These are the little golden books that I got at Salvation Army. They had a big new kind of bin. They don't, it's not a bin store or anything, the Salvation Army, but they did have a bin out with, I guess they got overloaded with children's books, and so they have a shelf. But I guess, the shelf is full. It's a little shelf, but it was full. So they had a bin full of books. So I went through it last weekend and didn't really see anything, but it was kind of deep, so I couldn't get down to the bottom, because it's not that type of bin you can kind of go through. Like at Salvation Army, you can kind of go, at Goodwill, at the bins, you can kind of go through those, and there's room to move things from one side to the other. this was just a square bin, you know, not like, kind of like 1/3 the size of the bins at Goodwill. So it's not that type of bin you can really go through until some of it got moved around and bought. So then this week I could go through it much better, and I found these. You know, this is Peter Cottontail. Of course I bought it because it's a bunny. And this one is 2000, so I think it's vintage this year. 2000 to 2020 is 20 years, right? So that's vintage now, considered. And let's see, this is 1979. I love this one. I think I have one more, maybe have one more of these, but yeah, this was, I felt lucky to find this one. And I always, if I see the egg book, I think I have one, at least one other of these. Of course, there's a bunny on it. And it's a little bit, I'd have to cover that up when I make a journal out of it. That's the plan, to make a journal out of all these one day whenever I get around to it. But this one is 1962. There's some more writing, so they wrote over my bunny. So that page is not really usable, but all the rest of them look good. The cover looks, you know, I don't mind. This can be washed off. Plus, I don't mind a little wear like this. I think it adds charm and the vintage charm to a cover that you're going to use as a journal cover. And so this one, Winnie the Pooh. I like the older Winnie the Poohs, and this one's 1965. So that's cool, and it's in good shape. I don't see any writing in here, so that's awesome. And then this one was so cute. I mean, besides, it's a good size to make a journal out of this. It has little creatures here, a little, what is that, a chipmunk, and the bunny and the bear look like they're being friendly. And then the pages just had really nice, vintage-looking, charming pictures on it here. You can see this. Very cool. And do we look for a year? Let me see. Really cool. I like, look at the chickens, so cute. Let's look for a year. I don't see a year. No year in the beginning. Yeah, wait a minute. I missed it. I must have missed it. Okay, copyright 1962. Okay, cool. And then whenever I see these, I always get them because I love to, besides the inside music, of course, which is awesome, big pages you can use in a bigger journal and just fold them in half one way or the other, you know, and you've got a nice big page of music. You can coffee dye these. And I love the cover, these old, like vintage looking, even if these look so new, but I think, did I look at the date? I did look at the date. What was it? This is, this says 1927. That is not making sense to me because this looks new. I don't understand how this could be from 1927 and it looks so new. So I don't think it really is from 1927. It's just, but it just says that's, I guess maybe that was when it was first, you know, printed or something, because this cannot be from 1927. But anyway, these covers I love to make a journal cover out of too. They look so cool. I've done it before. And I love to make like a traveler's notebook out of these. Just really cool, I think. And here's another one. Now this one is got a little bit more wear on it. Not much, but a little bit. So this one, what was the date on this one? This one says 1994, so I could almost believe that, but still, I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's probably new. And it says 1095. There's no way it was 1095 back in whatever year I said there. So, and this one said 495. So I know these got to be, I really think they're newer. But anyway, those are some awesome finds. Oh, these I got at Goodwill too. When the one I drove into last week, where I went on my way home from work and I saw cars in the parking lot. So for the first time I went in there, the one here in my town, and I just got these. I had said last week that I was disappointed they didn't have a bunch of new stuff in there because they've been taking things in, and you know, it just wasn't really like full of treasures. So, but I did find these, so I thought that was pretty cool. These are really pretty doilies. I like the color, you know, this like ecru or cream. Well, it's not even a cream color. It's darker than cream. So, really pretty. Of that whole pattern there. And this one too. I thought I might try coffee dyeing with these and see if I can get some of this pattern to come out on some paper. So that would be fun. And so, yeah, that is what I'm thinking. You know, it's like, they're almost like already coffee dyed, the color, you know. So I don't think the coffee would really hurt it. And so then if I ever wanted to use them for anything else, I can feel like I could wash them and they would be back to this color because they're already like coffee dyed, even though they're not coffee dyed. So that's that little pile. So my other little pile, this is the stuff I got from my local mom and pop store. I had driven by Saturday on my way to Walmart. They were closed. So I was really disappointed because everything was opening. But Salvation Army just, you know, changed their hours too. I usually go there on my way to Walmart. And they were closed, so I was like, well, I'll come back by after Walmart. And so I did. And as I was, you know, heading back to Salvation Army, I saw an open sign on my mom and pop store. It's called the corner store. Anyway, they were open. I went in. We celebrated that she was open, my friend. And this is what I found. She told me she bought 2 estate sales. Well, she was closed for over, you know, part of March and all of April. And she said they survived by buying these estate sales, and they were actually able to sell, like she had gotten some big pieces of furniture, not big, but she had gotten some furniture in the estate sales, and she feels like that's how they survived. They sold that furniture, or some of it, or most of it, and so they were still making sales even though they were closed. So that was awesome. I was so happy for her. And so this is what I got. When I walked in, let me show you, the guy found this first, because you walk in the door. This is a little store, like a little downtown shop, if you can picture it. And you walk in, she has stuff outside the door, very organized, neat, pretty, clean, but it is packed. So you have to walk in and you have to just start looking as soon, and there's kind of a path down the middle, and then you have to kind of look in all the little sections as you go around, and you have to kind of like you have to look detailed, oriented, because if you don't, you'll miss something there, because there's so much stuff in there. So when I walked in, the first thing I found was this. I picked it up right away and I said, oh my goodness, this is so cool. I have a couple of these and I put them away for my sewing journals, but it's a fabric measuring tape. Isn't it cool? And it's pretty too. It's a nice, you know, yellowish goldish yellow color. So I picked it up. She's like, oh, that's nice. And I'm like, oh, yes, it is. So I said, I'm getting it. So I did. And it's so cool, right? I love it. And then we were talking about, well, then I ran into this trim. It's very wonderful. Here, look at this. She had a big spool of it. I was like, oh, I want to buy the whole thing. But I didn't, because she had it priced by the yard. So I got 2 yards, because usually I'll just get a 1 yard. But this was so awesome that I got 2 yards of this blue. It's really cool. I don't have anything like this. So, and I love blue. You know, I love all colors, but blue. I think I use blue a lot. So that is 2 yards of that. And then we were talking about sewing and fabric and stuff. And I said, well, I'm looking for fabric with little flowers on it. So there she had this right in a bag in front of her that she was pricing these little pieces of fabric. And she showed me this and I was like, okay, yes, I want it. So I got that. And then she's like, well, I have all these other pieces. And the other pieces weren't what I wanted, but anything gingham I usually get. Well, I don't usually get it because I have some gingham right now, but this is, if you can see this gingham here, it's small gingham. I don't have anything like this. I have like regular size gingham checked fabric. And look how vintage this looks too, especially the red. I don't know why, if it's the color, the shade, or just these little checks, but so cute and pretty, right? Little mini gingham. So I got all that she had in the mini gingham. There's three reds and 3 blues here. So I got all of those. So cute, right? So that was awesome. And then I got this. This is beside the blue trim. This like pretty gold ribbon or trim here. And I just got 1 yard of this. I said she had a big spool of this too. And I was like, well, let me get 1 yard and see if I use it, because I don't want to, get too much and then not use it. It's a little sparkly, so, it's a little different than what I usually use, but it's so pretty. So got 1 yard of that. And then in the back near the books, she had these back in a little cubby hole. I had to there was something over it, like some kind of fabric or something hanging down. And I moved it aside, and there these were tucked back into a little cubby hole. But I don't think I've ever found these before. If I have, they were priced too high, more than I wanted to pay. So since I never find these, and I've never, I went ahead and splurged a little. They're a little bit more than I wanted to pay, even for these. But they're so cool. I've never bought any before. And these are in very, of course they're worn, but look at these. Look at the back. So cute. And look at that. So awesome. And then here's the fronts. Jack and Jill Kids Magazines. Originally 50 cents. June 1969. May 1970. April 1969. This one has a bunny on the front and a chick. This Easter, edition. Let's look inside real quick. Oh, so pretty. Yeah, I looked a little bit like this, and I was like, oh, I saw this right here. This little, what is this, 1969? So 70s, right? Flower power. It even says it right there. So cool. I was like, oh my goodness. Let's see. This is so cool. Look at this. Calendar. So cool. Okay, let's look at the other ones real quick. So awesome. This is Tuesday morning that I'm doing this, and I got to go get ready for work. But I figured I might have a few minutes to show you and share with you. Look at this. The size is off here. Look at a little teeny tiny chicken and a dog here. Here comes trouble. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, neat. Cookbook kind of stuff with food related things here. Crossword Puzzle. Let's see. This one is 1970. Cool. I don't think I've ever even looked. I don't know if I've really actually seen any of these before. Maybe I've looked online. That's probably what it was. I looked online and they were too expensive. And so I don't think I've ever seen one in person. So, of course I've heard of them before. I've seen them, people craft with them, so make things out of them. So this is the other 1969. That's really a cute picture there. And let's see the inside. Very cool. Oh, look at this. Oh, story with pictures. A space man. Oh, Man from Mars. Look at that. So cool. Man from Mars. Awesome. Oh, wow. Oh, my food-related blended beverage here. That is so... Oh, look at this cartoon. Comic. What is this? Get a Quake Mobile inside. I don't know what that is, but 1969. I don't know. So cool. I don't like snakes. There was a snake there. I don't put snakes in my journals. Oh, look at this little card. Perky Puppet has a special message for Jack and Jill readers. Isn't that an awesome piece of ephemera right there? So cool. Look at the bird. Make a bird. Oh, this is you're going to make a mobile, I guess, here. It looks like or something. Anyway, so cool. Here's something here. Oh, that's awesome. So, stories. So cute. Okay, so one more thing. Sorry it takes so long on that. I bought these. Oh, this one's chipped. I bought these little cups and saucers. 4 of them, little set. And these little kind of, what'd she say these were? I forget what she said they were actually called. But they're these, whatever these are. Little cups. Little cups, whatever. So, yeah, there's 4 of those matching these. They match these little cups and saucers. And I bought these for a craft project. So, I was hoping to get one done before today, and I didn't. I didn't make it. I just ran out of time this past weekend when I wanted to work on it. I think I have all the components of the craft. So I'm going to craft something with these, and I'll come back and show you what it is. But it's the same craft that I'm going to use for all of these pieces. They're each going to be a separate thing that I'm making. But so I'll have eight different things. And so it's not one set of a thing that's going to go all together. It's going to be separate things. If it all works out and I can actually make the thing that I want to make. And you know how sometimes if you make a new craft, you're like, you know, even though it seems easy, sometimes you're like, oh, that did not turn out well. So we'll see if it turns out good, which I think it should. I will come back and show you what I made. But I think these will be super cute if it works out with all these kind of these colors. And these are, you know, ceramic or whatever, you know. They're not plastic. So I think these will be really cute for what I'm going to make. And when I make one, I will come back and show you. And maybe you'll want to make one too. So anyway, I'll give you a clue. It has to do with sewing. So you can guess in the comments. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I will see y'all next time. That's it. That's everything. Have a great week and a great day. And I want to wish everyone happy crafting and peace. Thanks. See you next time.